Welcome to our first show at Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 930 Brookline Boulevard, right downtown in Brookline. Thanks to Frank, the owner. We're going to have him on after we do What's on Our Mind. This is a great venue. We got seating for about 30, 40 people. There's people coming in ordering pizza. There's $5 pizzas, hoagies, you name it. Great food. Man, I got to take a bite of that. Wait a second. Delicious. Can't beat Olive Oil's Pizzeria. This show will be rebroadcast Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8 on Verizon 32, everywhere in the Pittsburgh area. Also on Comcast 7, only in Bethel Park. If I happen to be around, stop over the house, we can watch a show together. Just give me a call. Or better yet, call Smokin' Jim's phone and he never answers. It's a text-only phone. Then I want to tell you that our Facebook page, I'm very proud of it. It's been up about 4 years. We have 6,519 likes. For all of you that have smartphones, which I now have had 2 years, go there and like Pittsburgh Sportsline. We always like the people liking our show. You can watch all our shows. I post them up there, just like this will be on Facebook Wednesday night too. So check it out. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. I got my co-host Smokin' Jim Frazier, and we have a sponsorship for What's on Your Mind. That's how we start our show. The question is, what's on your mind? And it's sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. He's our proud sponsor, and I got to ask Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green, you got to see Levine. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, especially Baby Doll's in the house. Big hand for Baby Doll.
Who is that?
You know, the greatest boxer of all time wasn't Mike Tyson or Conor McGregor. The greatest boxer of all time is undefeated Layla Ali, but she never made millions like Floyd Money Mayweather. The best basketball team wasn't the Boston Celtics, wasn't the LA Lakers. It wasn't the Warriors. It was the Yukon women's basketball team. They won 11 national championships since 2000. You know, we got somebody coming in. Chris Riskus is in the house.
Boxing referee Chris Riskus. We're going to sneak him in later on for a 5-minute interview.
Always say anything a man can do, a woman can do better. Susie McConnell won a state championship in high school at Seton LaSalle. She is an All-American basketball player at Penn State. She won an Olympic gold medal. She was a WNBA All-Star. She was Coach of the Year in the WNBA. She won 5 WPIL championships, 3 state championships as a head coach of Oakland Catholic. She was a 2-time Dapper Dan Sportswoman of the Year. She's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. If Susie McConnell was a man, there'd be a statue in her honor. Listen, we got equality for the white man. We got equality for the black man. We got equality for the gay man. How about a little equality for the woman?
I apologize, we don't have a PA system. My hearing is shot again. This left ear, I keep him on there. I'm going to have to switch it up next week where he sits on the right side. That was pretty good, Smokin' Jim. Very nice. Especially you didn't recycle too much of your information, which we have our anniversary, 6 years, October 11th, 2011. I know I'm repetitive because as the talking machine, I do repeat myself. But my man's number one in repetitiveness. And he's always complimenting the women. What women were you hanging around this week that you brought this up? I got to look at the photos on Facebook because I called it Sweeties for Jimmy. He puts up a new photo with a woman, always a good-looking woman, every day on Facebook. And I asked him why. He just wanted to make sure that they still like him and he'll talk to him. And he has a new one, Wendy Bell, now. So Now, I'm not the entertainer that Smoking Jim is. What's on my mind is a little more mundane, a little more low-key. It's the Steelers. I watched some of the game, saw T.J. Watt excel. My friend posted on Facebook, I know it seems like I'm picking on him, but he makes it easy. Since he survived his quadruple bypass, I take it easy on him, but he put something on Facebook where he thinks T.J. Watt's going to be in the Hall of Fame after his performance in one game against a bad tackle or two, an exhibition game, who I rarely watch exhibition games, but with the quarterback that's a rocket scientist, I wanted to see it, and with T.J. Watt playing, I wanted to see it. But now I know T.J. Watt's going to the Hall of Fame. What a surprise. Hold it, we got another guest that's been on our show. Jody Valaquez and her husband, John, and Anna Marie. Thanks for stopping by.
Jets.
I just have to tell you, it's a packed place. That's what's on my mind, a little Steeler talk. I'm optimistic. Who knows? There's even rumors of trading Le'Veon Bell. But it's just crazy stuff that's going on. We'll see when he comes back at the start of the season. They grab that $12 million. And that's what's on my mind. We're going to start with our first guest, and I'm going to bring him up right now. I'm honored to have the owner here. He sponsors our Tuesday night show, Pittsburgh Sportsline, which is live in the BPTV studios. It'll be 6 years since we started that show. Yes, Smoking Jim's been with me almost every show, except when he took off for some unknown illnesses, and he had quadruple bypass recently, and here he is, best smile in the business. Frank told me that he was going to open up a store in Brookline. This is about a year ago. Lo and behold, after many construction, I don't know what to say, he tore the place up to frame. He tore stuff out. I'm not going to have him tell all that, because look at the nice, bright, shiny place we have here. Here's Frank Finero. How you doing?
I'm good, Al. I'm real good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for the pizza. The pizza's delicious.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Had quick 2 cuts.
A quick 2 cuts.
Yeah.
And was it good?
Yeah, great. We may need another one before the end of this show.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to help out. And
Tell us a little bit about this. What got you interested in Brookline?
I'm from Beachy originally, and
I didn't know that.
Yes, I am. Fallowfield, to be exact, and I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh, and so I traveled the states for a while, and then I landed back home with my wife and kids, and I found a place opportunity like this, and it's the old Isleys, and I had to bring olive oils to Brookline.
What a great venue for this. I mean, the food is fantastic. Wait till all these people waiting in line get their taste.
You guys
will
all love it, I promise you. Might be a little while, but you'll love it. You'll love it. Thank you.
No doubt about it. What kind of specials do you have for tonight?
Tonight, we're running it for tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're doing $5 large one-topping pizzas. We're doing $5 hoagies, $5 salads, and $5 calzones.
Everything's $5 here. This is the grand opening.
Yes. I have my friends out there playing live music for you guys too.
I know we can't. We hear them lightly there. We got the door shut because we have no PA system.
Eric Cohen from Electric Love's Daddy's out there playing. Mo, one of my friends, is out here somewhere. We're all hanging.
You got friends everywhere coming in here.
It's all great. We're all here. We're all getting all together and having fun.
And that's quite the kitchen you have. It's huge. I had to send a message back to get you up here.
It's in a pigeon.
I know. We needed a carrier pigeon. What the heck happened? But I'm glad to have you on.
Thank you.
We got a great show coming up here.
Thank you
with guests.
Appreciate it.
Wendy Bell will be coming. Attila Domos will be here, and Vince Ornato, the artist, who posted up a great caricature.
Yeah, he did.
Hold it. Somebody grab that off the wall and hand this to Frank.
Give me that post right behind you in the red shirt, man.
Just grab that off the wall.
That's me right there.
Carefully. Watch the paint job. That's fresh paint. What is going on here? Hold that up. Vince Ornato, my friend, did this.
Did a character of me right here. Good, Frank. I know, right? Pretty good, right?
Get a close-up on these faces.
That's pretty good. I don't know how good that is, but that's...
Well, maybe not yours.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Al.
It's a
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. And
We're
enjoy
having a
yourself.
great time. We're going to have some more fun.
All right, great. You guys have a good
Go
night.
back and cook.
All right, let me go.
Come on.
All right, thanks, guys.
My next guest.
Too close?
Yes.
Am I invading your personal space?
Yes. My guest
Really?
can actually talk more than I can. So I may shut him down at a certain point. I'll have to check with the time. How much time do we have left?
Wendy will
No,
get 2
do you know
minutes.
how much?
Wendy gets 2 minutes. Everybody knows her.
Tell them your name.
Attila Domos,
Tell them where you were born.
Transylvania. No, for real. I swear to God. Yeah,
He's an honest man.
yeah, in Transylvania. It's
Tell them how long you lived there.
my first 10 years of my life I lived there. Then 2 years in Austria. 1 year I was with the Vienna Boys Choir, and then I was also lived in Vienna, which is beautiful. My favorite summer was ever in Bad Ischl, so I'm doing tourism shit for Bad Ischl right now. Bad Ischl, Austria is beautiful.
No
By
swearing.
the Alps. I swear?
That sounded like it.
Oh,
Some
sorry.
Viennese.
Oh, yeah, Viennese, yeah, right.
I just picked that up a little.
So anyway, so
Now, when did you come to America?
we moved to the States in 1980, so we've been here for most of my life now. I'm
37 years.
Yeah, good on the math, yes.
I don't need a calculator.
You don't, you're old school. But you got one on your phone anyway, just in case.
You know what? Wendy's boys, you don't have to crawl. You can just walk in front of the camera. Who's teaching those boys?
Al clearly does his homework.
Thank you.
That's the only way to interview, right? You got to know what the host or what the guests are talking about.
I try my
well,
best.
you do well, I think.
What are you here to talk about?
Whatever you want, man.
I just talked to your brother Chubb. We're going to talk.
Rothschilds?
No,
No, okay.
not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
That's another show.
That's another show. Knight Templars. We'll talk about
the
that
Knight
another
Templar,
day.
that's good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We did talk about Alexander earlier.
Oh, Alexander. I love
the
Alexander.
Great.
Yes, Alexander the Great, man.
I have about 4 books on him.
You know,
Read
Genghis
about
Khan.
6.
Genghis Khan actually conquered 4 times the amount of land he did.
I know.
Genghis owned everything from
I know,
the
but the
Pacific to,
Pope
like,
took
Ukraine.
the gold and let him go.
That's true. We both happen to love history, man. So when we get together, we like yap about all kinds of historical things.
Now, this bike riding thing, tell me
Yes.
about this. I want to know more about it. Hey, one more second. You know I do a lot of PR stuff.
Yes, throw
What's
it in
this
there.
407.7?
Yes, thanks for. I forgot.
I knew you were on a roll.
Right. So 407.7 is my new album. It just came out today. You get on iTunes, Amazon, you know, anywhere you buy the music. You can actually download the whole album for $5.99. So because I don't have to, you know, this isn't like the old days where we got to print the CDs and all that stuff. We can literally pass the savings on to you. So you just get the music $5.99. You can buy each individual tracks for 99 cents.
Thank you. I've listened to 3 songs.
Did you? Okay. Did you like them?
Yes. Your voice sounded very crisp and clear.
Well, I try. This isn't the 80s. I'm not doing the 80s rock anymore. So now I do different.
Good.
I guess. We all got to change.
I'm just kidding. I'm a little sarcastic. I had to put that in.
No.
Just a little. All right, let's get down to the
Hand
bike
cycling.
business.
Right. So, for those of you who don't know what hand cycling is,
You can stand up, ma'am.
it's
Anybody, if you have to go to the bathroom,
Just
or
do it
walk
quickly.
in front of our camera, don't do it here. Try to walk in front of the camera and go to the back.
yes. So hand cycling.
Now hand cycling.
You're basically laying on your back and you're cranking a cycle like this. It's 3 wheels,
Can you
2 in the
watch
back,
that
1 up
left
front.
hand a little? Okay.
Does that feel good?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I'm pretty good at it. And last August, I actually unofficially broke the world record. I rode 407.7 miles. Did you catch that?
Yes.
407.7. Hence the album's name. If you get the album, by the way, when you look on the album, that's me actually breaking the world record on that photo. That's what that is.
Stand up, young man. Stand
I
up.
don't think he heard you.
Stand up.
So what we're doing now is we want to make it official. And on November 3rd and 4th, I'll be riding out in Borrego Springs, California.
Tell them where.
Borrego Springs, California.
Where's that at?
In California.
Thank you.
Near San Diego. It's in San Diego County, from my understanding.
I was trying to get that.
I see. Okay.
I do ask questions to
You
find
do.
out your information.
I know. Sometimes you catch me off guard and I get all whatever.
Try not to be flustered here.
I bring it back there. I'm a professional.
Very good.
Yes.
Continue.
So we're going to be going out there November 3rd and 4th, and we're actually making a film of the entire thing. There's Dave. He's actually
Hold it. I'm a little shy. You got a film crew filming us while we're filming for our show.
right.
This is a BPTV Pittsburgh Sportsline first.
Make it interesting enough, you'll be in the film.
We've never had this happen before. If you need me to say anything about Attila, I will try.
As long as it's good.
He's a good
You know
guy.
good things about me?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Okay, all right.
He tries to sing, but
I try.
I try pumping him up.
All right. So, anyway, we're going out there with the film crew, and we're actually right now trying to raise more money to get, enough cash.
Tell them what they do to donate.
Well, they can go to our GoFundMe page, or they can just go right to my website. It's attiladomos.com.
Say that again, because I'm deaf in one ear.
Are you? Which one?
Left ear.
Oh, okay. It's attiladomos.com. And
Thank
can
you.
go there. We have a short teaser, 3-minute trailer about.
It's awesome.
It's right there.
I'll tell you what, I watched it 2 or 3
Did you?
times.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great.
I tell you what, these guys did a fantastic job. They make me look good. So I'm like, all right, let's.
You know what? I hate to admit it.
They
but
did.
they actually made you look
I know.
good.
I know. That's what I said. I'm
No,
like,
I mean-
you made me look good. I don't know how you did it, but you did it.
We're trying
I
with
think there's
this.
like
We're
CG
suffering. We're struggling right now. I got Steve on camera and Jeff. We're struggling to make you look good.
Well,
but your
you know
man
what? They
here,
will help.
your man here has you shining.
Right. It's all in the CGI, baby. It's all in the CGI.
We don't have that technology, so you're going to have a little trouble.
Dave Sphincter gets a little tight sometimes, so you gotta tease him about it.
Did you say sphincter on the show?
I did, yeah. That's not a swear word.
Let's talk biking.
Right. So
Just checking.
I won the Pittsburgh Marathon again this year, which was I won it in 2010, and then I actually went through a bout where I was stuck in bed for 3.5 years, and that was very
What
frustrating.
happened?
Well, I had skin breakdown, which is very common for when you're in a wheelchair, and especially if you're active like I am.
We're going to take a little
So-
break from your story and tell them what happened to you.
How I end up in a wheelchair?
Yes,
Oh,
how
okay.
you
That
end
goes
up-
back to 93.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to go back to 93. You've
Okay,
told the
so-
story before, but I
Yeah.
wanted to get it out.
And by the way, I do have a book out, so if anybody wants a story, just go read the book. It's also available on my website, and I'm very honest in it about everything. I don't, you know me, I don't.
What is the website?
attiladomos.com.
You know what? I'm noticing a
Two things,
theme
one
here. This is very simplistic.
Just go there and you can find a link to everything you
All
need.
right, tell me when you were on the ladder.
So it was in 1993. I was lead singer for a local band called Big Bad Wolf. We, by the way, did quite a bit of partying up in this neighborhood. As a band, like we made sure we partied in every neighborhood, because you got to. That's how you
Was
get
the BYM open at the time?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Some of those years are a little hazy to me.
You can stand up.
So, so anyway, so I was lead singer, frontman, songwriter, everything for Big Bad Wolf, and we signed a recording contract in 1993 on September 22nd, and literally 5 hours later, give or take, my younger brother, who's here somewhere floating about, was working.
What's his name?
Chubba.
Okay.
So he was working. He just graduated high school, and he was working at a movie theater on the Square Hill Theater, right on Forward Avenue.
I know it.
Yeah, it's closed now, but it was it's been around forever. And so one of the roadies and I went to help him clean up. Chubba was the new drummer in our band. So we went to help him clean up so we can go out party and celebrate. We did, but he just had to dust him up the front hallway. And while he was doing that, we were goofing off. This kid and I, he found a ladder behind the first screen. So 2 of us went up there. I'm a curious guy, Al. I'm a curious guy.
I could tell.
Yes, exactly. So we went up just to see what's up there. I was hoping to find some really cool photos or like old posters, Humphrey Bogart, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd have been cool.
I would have thought of that.
Yeah, right. Nah, it was just broken like
Casablanca.
You're right. So
What happened?
just broken light bulbs. That's all. So anyway, back there was like pitch black, and there was this like little dim light bulb right above the cubby hole, and there was a rope on a ladder. So coming down, I was the first one to come down, and I was holding the rope, kind of like you're rappelling, going down.
Sure.
And I took like 3 steps down, and the rope snapped. And down I went, dude. I reached out to grab the ladder. My fingertips hit the rung. Like if I was maybe a couple inches taller or fingers longer, I might have been able to grab it. But
Fingers longer.
it's fate. So it is what it is,
And then what happened?
Well, I went through rehab. I had to, figure
What
out
did you
my life
break?
again. I broke my T11, T12 vertebrae. So I lost a recording contract, my girlfriend, my day job, my band, my everything. It does, totally, right? totally,
Wait, where would we get your guy at? I'm bringing him on.
That's my buddy Gio, man. He's very entertaining.
And where was your dog?
My dog was at home.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't have a dog at the time.
I know, I was
Right.
kidding.
Yeah, what do you mean
Country song.
You been spying on me?
Yes.
Since '93?
Yes. You've posted stuff.
Right. So, yes. Is that for here? Oh, is that the one? Okay. We got good stuff coming. Yeah.
Get that
that's
one.
Us. Yeah, that's us. That's to us. So yeah, man. Basically, you lose everything. I mean, I'm not the only guy. Everybody in spinal cord will tell you the same story, man. I lost everything. And, losing a girlfriend or wife is almost automatic. Or your spouse, your significant other. It's almost automatic,
Sure.
9 out of 10 times.
I understand that.
It is, and it's understandable.
Well, you're one of my heroes because of what you've done after that.
Well, I started focusing on other things. And growing up, I was always an athlete and a musician. Literally, I wanted to play soccer when I was in Europe. That's what I grew up playing. So I came to America. That's how I made friends.
From Transylvania. What the
Right,
heck?
right.
You got to kick the ball around.
But funny thing is, that's how I made friends with everybody here. Like, I was way better than anybody else in soccer. So, I was 12 years old,
like
making these
this,
20-year-olds look silly. So
We don't follow soccer that much.
Not that much.
Smoking Jim does once in a while when he jumps on the bandwagon.
Now, man, it's gotten a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
Now that you got
he's looking for a popular team, so
Well, you know what? I'm a fan of
maybe
Chelsea.
Manchester or something.
Chelsea's my club, so come join me. Come join me and be hated for loving Chelsea because Chelsea's my team. And we win championships, buddy, so that's just how Chelsea rolls. Yeah, so, you got to, I was 25 when I broke my back, so what are you going to do for the rest of your life? Are you going to sit around and just whine about what happened?
It's all in front of you.
Right. I figure I'll die at like 75 or 80, so that's a long time to go.
Well, if I have a bad day, I just think of you.
Well, thank you. Ironically, I do the same thing with you. It's weird.
This is an honor. And you look at my loose leaf green tea weather report.
And I see, look at those beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
The love's just flowing here.
My heart's aflutter.
Right.
That's why I have him on here. He's talked more than me. What kind of time have we done on this so far?
You got to be like, wrap it up. We got to give some time to Wendy, though,
yeah,
probably,
we're going
right?
to have to go to Wendy
At some point.
to do that.
Oh, 10 more
Pardon me?
minutes. We can easily kill that. He's daring us to
How
kill
much
10
time
more
has
minutes.
he been on?
7 minutes.
That's nothing.
We got
That's
time.
a warm-up. I'm just
But
warmed
you're
up
saying
now.
we only have 29 minutes left of the show?
Yeah, you're at 22 minutes right now so far.
22 minutes. All right.
This is the interesting stuff you don't get on, like, David Letterman, right?
Put it like this. They're not cutting anything except that swearing.
Right. Yeah,
All right.
Whatever.
About
We can
six-
be real.
About 6 more minutes then for him. Okay?
6 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you do that?
I can do that. You know what, dude? Funny thing happened to me, all right? So
Tell me.
probably about 2008 or so, I decided that I was going to audition for Big Brother, I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Big Brother. I went to audition for. They were
Just walk in front of the
they
camera.
were holding the tryouts. I think somewhere like near Oakdale. There's like a
Sure.
CAC out there somewhere. So,
What happened?
well, I was like one of the earliest people there. So I was literally like third in line. The first person went in. So I thought it would be a one-on-one interview like this, right? I'll knock it out of the park, man.
Yeah.
Sit down and talk. I'm on, right? No, what it was is they took you in a back room. They put a camera on you like that, and they said, "Okay, you have 2 minutes. Talk about yourself."
Wow.
I was like,
Stop.
I was stumped. I didn't expect that. But here's what happened, right? So it was like this older gentleman went first. This like little older, like, little white guy. Then this black lady went in before me. She and I were out there talking. We hit it off, dude. She was hilarious, right? She went in there. All of a sudden, she was like possessed.
Get on.
She was in there like, and another thing, oh yeah, blah, blah. And she's going on, dude, for like 2 minutes. She's screaming, and we're out there like,
What's going on?
and I'm like, I gotta follow that. I'm like, I can't top that. I'm gonna look like an idiot when I go in there. So I'm thinking like what am I gonna say, you know? And I go in and then they're like, okay, there, you're on, talk. I'm like, my name's Attila Domos, and
Hammond and Hahn.
and then I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, and I left. I was like, I got nothing. I got nothing. I choked. She totally played me out, man. Wow. She totally played me out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't even know if she got on Big Brother, but I tell you, if she would have, I would have watched.
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't tell you.
I don't know. I have no idea because I stopped watching the show.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, man, it's crazy when something like that happens, especially when you're like you or me, somebody who's talkative.
Yes.
Right. Then all of a sudden you're stumped and you're like, and all the way home, I'm like, I could have talked about this. I could have talked about that. You know, in your mind, it's like when somebody tells you off and you're like, and then you're like, man, I should have said Sid.
No, that doesn't happen to me much.
Never?
A couple times.
Yeah, it's happened to all of us, right?
Yeah, it has to.
Somebody puts you in your place and you're just like,
Well, not
I
necessarily
don't know what
that.
to say.
He says some outlandish things.
Yeah, you sit there like,
And
I
I go,
I should have said this.
No, I go, I can't even make a comment because T.J. Watt's not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
You could be wrong.
Well, not after one preseason game.
Oh, they don't let you in after. What if he buys a ticket?
No, he can
he's in.
still. Oh, he can visit.
Oh, okay. Like me, right?
Yes.
All right.
You can
don't
visit.
need a ramp, though.
All right, how do they
Yeah.
fund your thing? Tell them again.
Well, I mean, go to attiladomos.com.
Still,
Yes, it's all there. Everything leads back to there.
I'm trying to focus back on
You really
that.
are.
Yes.
We should, can we write that up? attiladomos.com?
You know what? The graphics from our studio will have some Attila's
Just
Domus.
spell it right. Two T's, one L.
AttilaDomus.com.
There it is. It's that simple. Just go there, and everything's right there. I mean, you'll see the 3-minute teaser that we talked about.
And then look for November 3rd and 4th.
November 3rd and 4th, man.
Where at?
Oh, I got a funny story for you, right? So here's what happens.
Stand up.
About 2 weeks ago, I get a call, or I get a tag. I get a Facebook message. This is just to show you what a small world we live in. Okay. I get a Facebook message from the administrator of the Borrego Springs Chamber of Commerce.
What are the odds of that?
That's what I said. I'm like, what? So I call her. You know, she leaves a number for me to call. I call her. I'm like, I gotta know. How did you find out that we're going out there? And she's
I
like,
went to AttilaDomos.com.
Right.
Sorry, I had to ask.
Well, you know what? She had her Google thing set up to anything in the media that has Borrego Springs shows up on her thing. And they
it feeds into her.
right, and a couple people like Eric Heil and who was the other one? Who's that? Okay.
Say his name. He keeps interrupting us.
Yes, that's GOP's over there. So anyway, a couple of guys did newspaper articles about what it is we're doing and everything. So it showed up, in the
Sure.
in the patch and stuff like that. So that's how she got it. But I was
Nice.
I was so confused. I'm like, how?
You weren't stunned though. You could talk.
I could once I found out, I was like a little relieved because you don't know the NSA spying on you, so you don't know what's going on.
Pardon me?
Yeah, the NSA. I don't know.
Pardon me?
Things happen there.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. You know what I mean?
None of that's true.
No, it's all just myth.
None of this stuff
It's
is
just
bug.
Hollywood myth, right?
They don't even watch these shows.
No, they don't.
But 6,500 people have liked our page.
And they're all NSA?
No.
Just most
What's
of them?
this NSA stuff you're starting?
I don't know what it is.
I can't believe you're talking about it.
What, the NSA?
Yes.
Oh, they're wonderful. I say good evening to them every night before I go to bed.
Tell them your social security
I'm like,
number
"Good night,
so they can
NSA."
check on you.
Oh, they already know it.
Go tell them that.
They know it.
I'm just
They'll
kidding.
show up on
It's
your-
been a pleasure to have you on the show. I
And
think
the NSA, thank them. Thank you, NSA.
you're stuck on this. You're obsessed with this. No NSA. They can call me if they're watching. I'll get them. I'll get them a tape.
They're watching.
Okay. Well, we
We're all
got that.
good. I mean, we only talk good stuff about them.
Yes.
Love for the NSA.
That they're spying on you and everybody
they're not
else.
spying. They're just.
You just
looking.
said that.
No, they're just kind
What
of
were
looking.
you telling me in my ear? I'm not
Oh,
deaf
that
in
was
that
on
ear
here?
yet. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
damn it.
Now, what's that
Am I
website?
gonna look bad?
What's that website
Is Attiladomos
again?
going to disappear all of a sudden?
.com. Send your money to this guy.
I'm no longer taking an airplane to Borrego Springs, guys.
He's taking his bike.
Right, I'm hand cycling.
He's hand cycling from here.
So if my hand cycle blows up,
We know what
it's
happened
an inside job.
by the
you're
NSA. By the NSA.
He said NSA.
That's it for you. Hey,
All right, buddy,
good
thanks
luck
for
to
having me
you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for introducing our next guest, Wendy Bell. But I got a guy.
Wendy Bell's awesome.
I'm bringing a gentleman in between
on.
here who just come to our show first time in a year.
Smoking Jim.
All right.
Love you, buddy.
Love you.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. All right, let's start. Tell them your name.
Chris Riskus.
Are you the star of South Park?
No, I'm not the star. I'm just a supporting actor, I guess you say.
I watched the movie. I tried to get you on since then. This is the first time I've seen him since after I've watched the movie.
I was on since then.
Were you on once?
Yeah. I'm not sure where we.
I lost track.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Great movie. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, met Rachel McAdams, Jake Gyllenhaal. Good times.
I know you were getting into it a little bit there.
Yeah.
You getting knocked around.
I got headbutted by Jake in the movie, so he got suspended for a year out of boxing. I sued him for 6 figures. I'm still waiting for that.
Good luck. Good luck. I heard it takes some time to get settlements there.
Yeah, I don't think he's giving it to me. I'm not getting it.
Hey, all I can say is you're swinging for it.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
What are you up to now? I saw you Saturday night. How many fights did you have?
I did 4 fights down at Rivers Casino. We had good times.
Great weather. I told Angelo Magnone has a direct connection to God and the weather.
He did a great job. The show was great. Billy Hutchinson, Matt Conway.
Great fighters.
Great fighters in Pittsburgh.
They're only 5'7". Both of them.
We got a Monte Everhart here, Gerald Sherrill. I mean, they're fighting on the 23rd out in Monroeville. Yeah. So it's going to be good shows, man. They got some good fighters in Pittsburgh.
Well, you're usually in those top fights. I respect your style and how you keep order in the ring.
Well, between Ernie Sharif and I, Ernie does title fights. So he did Adrian Broner's fight. And so it's an honor to work with him. You know, he's a good guy.
It's great to see you're a good combo, both of you guys. Definitely. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy being in charge in there. I love it.
How long have you been refereeing?
In Pennsylvania, probably about 4 years. West Virginia, I was doing about the last 8 years. So
I didn't realize that. And you were a boxer in a past life?
Well, as an amateur referee, I've been doing it probably about 20 years.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay.
I was a boxer before that, coach. Promoted fights, and now I'm refereeing. So,
did you have your own gym?
Yeah, South Park Gym was my.
Oh, okay.
I opened that one up.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know a lot of guys out of there.
Yeah, I gave it to Bob Healy actually, and he had Sammy Vasquez, and he had Jesse Lubash, a bunch of good fighters.
Sure.
In Pittsburgh. So.
Sure. Yeah. They're upholding that tradition you started.
Oh, he did a great job with it. And I'm not sure who's out there now, to be honest. I think Jack moved on to Washington.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Bronson House.
Yeah, Bronson House Gym. Got a good gym.
Nice stable out there.
Great gym. Great gym.
We've done a couple fights there.
Did you?
Yeah, we've announced a couple fights out there that they've had, so we're honored to do that. You know, we like to do the boxing.
Boxing's big now, man. You got Floyd coming up too.
It's growing. Well,
what do you think about
here, listen to this. I'm going to let Smokin' Jim tell you his secret.
Conor McGregor will knock Floyd Mayweather out within 4 rounds, and I got money on it.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. If say
sorry folks, the PA's not working.
Playing golf against Phil Mickelson, who would win? Polanco and Phil Mickelson. Who would win?
You asking a black man about golf?
What's that supposed to mean? And what is Phil Mickelson going to do in baseball, right? He ain't going to play very well. So you got a box.
Hold it. He can't follow you.
He can't follow that?
No, because Conor McGregor's an Irish guy who's a brawler, an MMA guy, and somehow he thinks because of the videos he's watching, he just knocked a guy down. Yeah, they're all staged.
Like doing some dancing act. I don't even know what it is.
He even said you could go to the Matrix to watch him get into the Matrix. That's how crazy Smokin' Jim's on this. Put it like this. He's a known gambler. The odds are terrible for Mayweather. The only odds are for McGregor.
I've been in the game 45 years, and you can honestly tell. You can have a fighter that's 145 pounds fight a guy that's 200 pounds and beat him if you know how to box. And that's what's going to happen. I just don't want to be the referee because I don't know what McGregor's going to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. And he needs to be strict with it, too. Because a lot of MMA and UFC people are transitioning into boxing trying to stay busy. And I give instructions before the fight, say, hey, no headbutts.
Cut that out.
Downs, none of this. I am not a wrestling referee. I'm a boxing referee, and that's the way it's going to stand, right?
Oh, that's Smokin'.
To do that, right? And then, so this
Smokin' Jim thinks that's not going to happen.
Well, I hope not. I think it's a disgrace, though, the fight itself. But they're making.
It's all about the money.
It's about the money, yeah. I think that's, and people are going to watch it, I guess.
Here's what I say: Mayweather wins. I don't care what Smokin' Jim says.
I think they'll win in 5 or 6. Stop him. Stop McGregor.
And so what if Mayweather retired 2 years ago? He's putting all those things out.
There's other fighters out there like Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, yeah, out of Philly, who's now in California. But them guys they earned a spot to get that fight against Mayweather.
This Mayweather talk. What are you doing in Pittsburgh? What's next for you?
We got fights coming up down in Heinz Field, actually, too.
Heinz Field?
Yeah, Heinz Field. There's some fights. Not sure.
You reffing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be reffing down there.
Good. Congratulations.
September 23rd in Monroeville. What's that? I don't know where they're staging it, I'll be honest. No, they you normally have it in the Great Hall. They normally
It might be in the Great Hall. Yeah.
inside, at the Great Hall. But they might have it outside if it's a nice day. I'm not sure where they're staging. No, just one. Just the one ring.
All right, that's enough from Attila. You've been on. You had your time.
That's hard guy to follow.
Eat your pizza.
What a story.
All right, people, what do you want to know?
Man.
We just clarified where he's going. All right, well, I'm glad you could make it to the show.
Appreciate it.
You're trained with the mic. This is a true professional. We run a loose show here. She knows how to talk in a mic. She doesn't need an introduction, but this is Wendy Bell.
Hi, guys. Oh, it's so good to be here. I love this.
We're honored to have you on Pittsburgh Sportsline, especially with Positively Wendy Bell. I'm a positive guy in spite of my co-host here and him dragging me down into the cesspool of sports. I look at the bright sunshine out there each day, and I'm happy to have you on here.
It's wonderful. You know what? Aren't we done with all the negativity out there, right? We need good stuff. He's not negative. Are you kidding me?
Conor McGregor, wait a second.
He has a smile a mile wide, and his eyes sparkle when he smiles at me, and I'm going to be on his Facebook page.
Doesn't he have one of the greatest smiles in the media?
He has one of the greatest smiles anywhere.
That's what I tell people.
I'm saying.
I appreciate your honesty.
It's true.
Now, if we can keep him away from the race cart, if we keep him away from the race cart.
You better watch out, because that'll get you fired.
Wow. That was wonderful.
Let's just get that out of the way, shall we? And now we can proceed.
I had to, because he practices that every Tuesday night.
Yeah?
He says there's reverse discrimination against white guys who play cornerback in football.
Right? I like a man who speaks the truth.
Well, that is the truth.
Right?
There are no white cornerbacks.
Right? And he can also, he's
an NFL scout.
He has the platform to be able to do that, because if you look a certain way and you have a certain background, you're allowed to say what you want. But if you don't, you have to be silenced because you're privileged and you don't have a viewpoint and you can't care about people, right? Okay? Right?
You better be his friend on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the next sweetie for Jimmy will be your photo and him tomorrow morning. I guarantee that. Now tell us about this Positively Wendy Bell thing. What is it?
All right, so it is.
Tell me what it is.
It is a website, positivelywendybell.com, and it is the source of all the things I used to do on television that were all.
Hold it, you were on TV?
I was, a couple times.
Are you serious?
I know. Did you ever see?
Honestly, yes.
Oh, okay. Hopefully you're not watching anymore.
I quit watching TV over 2 years ago, but Channel 2 was my favorite station.
Nice
just so you know.
over there. Good people.
Very good. But I've stopped watching all news.
Why?
I'm tired of hearing about rapes. I'm tired of hearing about dogs getting killed, cats getting killed, abuse, domestic abuse, and fires.
Negative.
And fires, and then car accidents. And that's the first 2 minutes.
That's it. And, you know, if there is a good story, it's at the very end, and it's pushed to the very end to make you keep watching and make you keep watching. And then
they keep teasing, they say.
And it's just a little blurb that really doesn't give you much. My website is all of that on steroids. And it's
say your website out loud.
PositivelyWendyBell.com.
I thought I said it right.
You did.
Oh, good.
You did.
What are you doing now?
Well,
something positive.
This is my peace key necklace that when you subscribe to my website you get, and I believe that if you have peace in your life, whatever you have going on in your world, if you have peace, you have the key to happiness. And so, and it hangs at the heart for a reason.
That's beautiful.
And that is what I believe, and I wear it 24/7. And you'll see them walking around, people wearing them, people who subscribe are like, I'm ready to feel good again. Because the news
I have peace in my life every day.
Yeah, do you?
Yes.
Then you should have one of my necklaces.
I just found out about it.
I know someone who can get you one.
Okay. Wow. That's why I save the best for last.
Right.
We got Wendy on here now talking. Can you tell me a story or two that you've posted on?
Absolutely.
Positively Wendy Bell. Can you share that?
How about a young man diagnosed on his 16th birthday with Hodgkin's lymphoma, right?
Terrible.
So he's in the hospital. He's a hockey player, right? He's a serious hockey player. He's a hockey ref. He lives in Greensburg. He's in the hospital, and he is too big for the gowns that they give him.
Get out.
And he's tired of having his butt hanging out when he's got to have his treatments, right? So he says to one of the nurses, all I really want is a pair of nice fuzzy pajama pants. So one of the people goes out, gets him one, and he says, you know what? Every kid in Pittsburgh diagnosed with cancer at Children's Hospital should get a fuzzy pair of pants. And so
That's great.
So he started his own charity called Bailey's Bottoms during his treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I was there, right? And he
Get on.
here's a
That's
kid.
great.
So here are people like Attila whose lives have gone like this, and instead of putting their head in the sand and throwing in the towel, they teach the rest of us who are so lucky
Amen with that.
and fortunate how to live with grace and dignity. And these people teach us how to be better people. Those are the stories I'm telling. Right? Look.
Yeah.
Right?
He's an emotional guy.
I know. I love him for that.
You drew him right in.
I
there.
know.
Definitely. That's why I'm a big fan of Attila. I've known him before you did. And like I said, if I have a bad day, which is rare,
Right.
because you get a choice every day. People go, "Oh, you're so positive and happy. How does that happen?" I said,
choice.
I get up
It's
and
a
I have a
choice.
choice each
Yes,
morning.
yes.
I keep it very simple.
right.
It's happy or sad. Guess what I choose?
All right. Well, and you can see 3 of my 5 sons are here.
Hold it. Bring them up. That's the key word. Bring those boys up right
right.
now. You
Come on.
did it.
Okay. Well, I wasn't trying to do that, but 3.
You
of them-
did it. What a segue.
Okay, come on over.
Gateway Gators.
I know. All right, these are going to be Central Catholic Vikings. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, congratulations.
right. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I can look up my 5 sons, which is a lot of work to raise.
Tell us about the 2 that aren't here.
Michael and Jack, right? They're not here. They're 17 and 15. But you can look at anything in your life that 5 children is a lot of work. It can either be I have to or it's a I get to. And I get to do this. I don't have to do this. I get to do this,
I like that.
right? It's
Very positive.
It's a choice, right? What do you guys think? You pretty positive people?
What's your name?
Chris?
Is that your real name?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Your name?
Bobby?
Thank you.
Ryan?
What name were you going to say instead of?
Romulus.
Thank you. I said you'd come up if we mentioned that you have kids.
Yes.
Because I'm all about family. This is basically a family show. Try not to
blessing.
swear. And we try to put positive things out there.
Yes, it's
keeping
everywhere.
We're keeping kids off the streets. Look, we had a boxing referee on who had a gym. His goal was to teach people to box. And he had his own career.
Right?
And look, he's still in the ring refereeing these kids.
Giving back. Giving back.
Continuously.
You have blessings.
These are the positive
You
things.
pay it forward. You are enriched. Your life is better. If you're not doing that, what are you doing? What, making money?
I want to ask what they're doing.
Well, yeah,
Why
what
aren't
are you
they on
doing?
Pittsburgh Sportsline?
We'll see.
We could talk
Well,
about
I
it.
got 96,000 on Facebook. Maybe some will hop over to you too.
You know what?
Right?
I'm looking
People
for.
who want positive stuff, right? They don't lie.
We have over 400 shows. We've been
Right?
doing this for it'll be 6 years. We
I'm-
try to present people in a positive life.
Yes.
Like, do your kids play sports at all?
All of them. All sports, all yes. Yes.
Name one.
They have played football, they play soccer, basketball, they play baseball, they're on swim team. I mean, yes, it's lacrosse.
How do you run them to all these activities? That's what I need to know. What's the secret?
Well, I'm unemployed.
You told me to talk about positive things.
It's a good thing. It's okay.
Okay, that's positive.
We have friends, dads and parents, dads and
Get out, you carpool.
and disappearing elevators.
We carpool.
And disappearing elevators.
I don't know what the heck that was. He had too
and
many.
elevators.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
You're the one who asked him up, not me.
I understand that. I pay the price every day. What's your name again?
Chris.
Still the same. Thank you.
The same.
Just checking, because you did say there's Christopher in there.
There you go.
We got Chris here.
All right, you guys.
I'm
ready
glad
to
you
sit
guys could be on the show,
down? Have a seat.
but you got to
Love you.
exit stage left.
Bye. Love
My
you.
actual name is Robert.
Bye. Okay, bye.
I knew it.
Turkeys.
They're good kids.
Best ever. Best life ever.
You're a good mother. They were well trained. I could see their answers. They have independent thoughts.
There you go. There you go. But this is it, you know. There are good things happening all around us. There are people like the boxing, yes. There are people like Attila, like you, like me, all around. So
How did you find Attila?
He found me. I posted something about Danny Chu after he broke his back. Sure. And it went viral, and he said...
I've heard you say it when I was at Spirit, but I wanted you to repeat it for my show. We're special here, so I do want comments.
Yes, I had been turned on to him. I wasn't familiar with Danny, and I was basically saying a prayer for him and saying, here's this guy who broke his back, who had a dream of riding 1,000,000 miles, broke his back, and when they were putting him in the ambulance, his friends were like, how are you going to ride 1,000,000 miles? And he said, well, I'll have to finish it on a hand cycle. Hour after he broke his back, hour after he's never going to walk again.
It's amazing.
His response is, I'll have to switch and figure out a different way to do it. Now that is inspiring. Why don't we talk about that?
Well, there's so much negativity. Like we said with the news, we're bombarded with it in society. Look how many friends and people you have that want to talk negatively about what's going on every day.
I don't have time.
I tell them, I go,
time.
you know, if you're venting, I understand you're venting, but the negativity has to stop.
Yeah. I agree, 100%. And again, you have choices. Who do you want to spend time with? Those people? No. Even if you're all by yourself, you're positive, you're happy.
Well, you got 96,000 people following you. That's awesome.
They're wonderful. Yes, we'd love to have a lot more people come join us on our website. It's a nominal fee. It's $3.99 a month, but that allows me to pay for all my equipment and do what I do. I shoot everything myself. I write all my own stories.
Really?
I edit it all by myself. And
You're a one-man wrecking crew.
I am, and it's beautiful. And I get to do what I want to do with curly hair.
I noticed that. I'm so happy for you. It's just an honor to meet you and to be able to talk to you, to see how down the earth and positive you are about each little thing. Because I've thrown some curveballs at you, but you hit them out of the ballpark, even with my buddy here.
He's great. He's great.
He tries his best.
Yes.
He's my best friend from another mother. People think I know him for 25 years. It's only 6 years.
You're doing all right. Yeah, I love what you guys are up to. Thank you for having me. I think we need to start talking about better stuff, and I love being able to spread the message, so thank you.
How's our time look, fellas? We got 5 more minutes with Wendy Bell. Your choice. We got the Wendy Bell option. What you want to talk about?
Well, I want to ask you a question. Let go of the microphone, right? Has this ever happened? Has he ever released it? Attila's stunned.
5 minutes.
What?
I cramped up on that.
What is your number one dream for this show? If you could have as a guest on this show, who would you love more than anybody to come sit where I'm sitting and sit with you guys and talk?
Living or dead?
Living.
I was going to say Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Come in.
Oh my God.
I've been to Monticello.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to say Thomas Jefferson, but
Bong.
politicians right now leave me down and out. And sports figures, I'm disappointed in most of them.
Why?
Definitely.
Why?
Well, because of their behavior.
Yes. Yes.
And about the money.
Yes.
And there's no loyalty.
Yes.
Things like that.
All right, so we've ruled out politics. We've ruled out sports. Might it be a woman?
Wow.
Don't you think it should be a woman?
I do.
Who would that be?
Who would that be? I'm not sure. No, I didn't think about that. You stumped me on this.
I've done my job.
You have me stumped. Put it like this. I interview the next person up. My thing is the next best person is the one that I've talked to.
Yes.
And you're that person.
I was going to pull some strings and get that person here and surprise you. That's why I was asking.
Wow. I'll have to think about it.
You'll have your microphone back now.
I don't want it now. I felt so good without doing the interviews. That was good. You stumped me.
Come on.
Not too many have done that on Pittsburgh Sportsline. He's been close a couple times where I've paused, but that's the best stump that I've had.
I just wondered.
Yeah.
Everybody has a dream.
Put it like this. I just come to this late in life, and I have the
Isn't that
gift of
awesome?
gab. They said, you've been talking for 20, 30 years. I used to work in a production department at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and Press.
Right.
A shift would start, we'd work a double shift. I'd work with guys, and I'd talk all day because I read books. They said, Al, you're still going. It's 11 o'clock at night. We were here at 7.
Right.
How do you do it? And I said, was it interesting? They go, yeah. What are we doing tomorrow?
Now you're on to something, right?
Well, I
but
found
you
that
are but,
over a lot of years.
Yes, but you're proof of a detour in life, taking you into a different road and finding out what your gifts and blessings are, embracing them, paying it forward, and touching people's lives. That is life. That is positively Wendy Bell. That is my heart. That is
And
my
I was unemployed for a while, too. I took a
Right.
buyout, so I was unemployed for a while and started a couple businesses and started this and met my man here.
Right.
And somehow we hit it off.
Blessed.
Truly.
Truly blessed.
Definitely. Well, thank you for being a great
Thank you
guest.
for having
who
me.
stumped me. You win.
I'm putting that
She
on my
win.
Facebook.
She wins. She wins the award. You took the mic and silenced me.
Hey, you let me have it, so thank you very much for trusting me.
Well, I have an open mind,
Good. I like that.
and I can't wait for my next guest.
Good. Yes, I know,
Whoever it
right?
may
I'm
be.
sure. I'm sure.
But what time do we have now? We can say.
Well, you can have a soliloquy here, or you can let him have the final word.
No, Vince Ornato, the artist, is getting the final word.
Oh, okay. You ready for
He's
me
a
to
friend
get
of
out?
mine. No, I'll give you 1 minute.
Okay.
Should we say positivelywendybell.com again?
I'd love for people to join me. It is a labor of love. It is a mission from my heart. And
Where do you see it going? I got to ask you that question. Where is it going?
what I would love to see is I would love to have correspondents in different parts of the country sharing stories from their neighborhoods. Because I can knock on a neighbor's door and find a good story to tell there. It's everywhere, but we're just not doing it. We're
Got to
not.
reach out.
I'd love to have more people come. I'd love to have more people share stories. And I think it's going to take off. I'm really excited. I just have to be patient, and I'm not very patient.
I'm a very patient man.
Are you?
Yes.
All right, well, maybe that will rub off on me.
It'll rub off. We got it.
I'll take
And
it.
good luck with your 5 kids, your husband. Positively Wendy Bell. Go there. $3.99 a month.
Easy.
Best deal. Best
Cheap and easy.
deal.
Just don't tell anybody that. Cheap and easy.
Well, you know this is recorded,
Okay, good.
so I don't have to.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that'll help. AttilaDamas.com.
Yes.
Get everything there. Music, sports, you name it. All right, get out of here. It's been a pleasure.
Big hand for the one and only Wendy Bell.
Tell them your name.
Vince Ornato.
Had to take you away from some of your work, your caricatures. Turn that around. Let's see. Wow. Great caricature.
Now, you should have named a writer when Wendy asked you to name somebody. I was yelling.
Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand.
You keep naming the dead
I
people.
know. I like the dead people.
Yeah, and I know who she is, too.
I understand that.
All right, what's happening?
What's going on here? What are you doing here?
I'm drawing caricatures of people. I do that at all kind of events, parties, weddings, you name it.
How do they get a hold of you?
iDrawFaces.com. Vince at iDrawFaces.com. Tomorrow I'll be down at Heinz History Center. I'm in an art show with the Pittsburgh Society of Illustrators. And Dave Cable, your director, and will be there. And this young fellow will be there, probably.
Steve, our man on camera.
Yeah.
Best intern in the business.
Yeah, we have the illustrators, Pittsburgh Society of Illustrators has a great show at the Heinz History Center that'll be up through January. It's called Arts of Facts.
What's it cost to get in?
I don't know be honest with you, I don't know what the entry fee to the History Center is. But it's a great exhibit. 40 different illustrators did about 53 different paintings on lesser-known stories.
Tell them your painting.
My painting's called A Courageous Tale. Actually, in some circles, it's well-known. It's about the ironworker Ralph Winter who had his leg amputated
I remember that.
in 1978 up on the bridge.
Yes.
Very bad construction accident. But the show's fantastic, and I'm really proud to be in it, and we're going to do some filming there tomorrow.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. I'm glad we got you on the air on Pittsburgh Sportsline. We've been trying for a while.
Well, I'm I'm a busy man.
No, I'm glad you had time to come up here to the grand opening of Olive Oil's Pizzeria.
And it's good to see Jim Frazier. I'm telling you. All right.
What do you think of this Conor McGregor and Mayweather?
Well, Jim's not going to like this.
That's why I'm having you say it.
I think the boxer's going to be too fast. He's not going to be used to somebody with that kind of hand speed. That's the way I look at it. So
you broke his heart.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
He's been crying up here.
I just can't. I don't think McGregor, that type of fighter, can psychologically deal with that kind of speed. I just don't think he's used to it. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, hardly, but I have been wrong before.
This is one of the smartest guys that I know.
Well, I don't know if that's a comment on
it's a curse
or on Al.
No, it's a curse.
It can be.
How was that said?
It can be. You know, if you hang out down the strip district where I hang out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, whatever that place.
Sorry.
We got it. So you're at Heinz History Center tomorrow?
Yeah.
What else is going on? Anything else this weekend?
Well, I'm working on painting commissions as usual. Oh, I got Italian days. I'll be doing caricatures in
Bloomfield.
Yeah, this weekend. Little Italy days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there on the street somewhere. I got to figure it out.
Look for Vince Ornato, the artist out in the streets of Bloomfield.
Yeah. Last April, I was doing caricatures in Rome, Italy, not Ohio. So.
Okay. Glad you clarified that.
Well, sometimes you have to, as you said.
Yes.
How many people here knew who Ayn Rand is now?
We're not checking on them. Somebody might. Well, thanks for being on our show. Thanks for helping Frank out at Olive Oil's Pizzeria. What else?
And we do have Al's the producer. I have a show on Bethel Park Television, The Creative Process with Vince Ornato. And there's a lot of different.
Hold it. When am I back on that show?
Pretty soon, actually. Pretty soon. And it's all the episodes are on YouTube also.
Yes. And it's Vince doing his art. He's a professional artist for 30-plus years. He's done over 30,000 caricatures, counting tonight's. And he does industrial paintings of our steel mills and other buildings in the city of Pittsburgh. Quite the artist, folks. Where do they find you?
VinceTheArtist.com and IDrawFaces.com.
That's going to be it for our show, and I always end it with Stay Joey Strong.